Book Summary, Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chan, Kim and Renée Mauborgne. Welcome to a new discussion about one of the most influential business strategy books of the 21st century, Blue Ocean Strategy. Authored by W. Chan, Kim and Renée Mauborgne, this text is a game changer. Blue Ocean Strategy redefines the concept of competition. It urges us to create uncontested market spaces, encouraging innovative, fresh approaches compared to battling in saturated markets. It's about extending our vision, making rivals obsolete. It's about uniqueness, not just superiority. It's about creating your own domain, setting your own. With this strategy, we chart unknown territories, leaving competitors behind. As we embark on this journey, we'll explore each chapter, providing insight into this pioneering text. Now let's dive into the depths of this groundbreaking book, chapter by chapter. Chapter 1 introduces us to the concept of creating blue oceans. It offers a radical approach to business. Instead of vying for market share in saturated industries, create new uncontested markets or blue oceans. Here, competition is moot because your enterprise brings something distinct which customers crave. The concept of value innovation forms the core of these blue oceans. It isn't just about being unique, but about adding value in an inventive manner. The book cites Cirque du Soleil as a prime example. They didn't compete with existing circuses. They blended theater and circus, creating an entirely new genre of entertainment. Consequently, they drew in an entirely new audience willing to pay more for this unique experience. Cirque du Soleil wasn't merely better, they were different. This is the crux of creating blue oceans, to not merely improve, but to transform. This chapter sets the tone for the revolutionary approach that Blue Ocean Strategy promotes. Chapter 2 delves into the analytical tools and frameworks that aid in creating a blue ocean strategy. To begin with, we have the strategy canvas. This is a vivid representation of your organization's existing strategic position relative to its competitors. Try to imagine it as a graphical illustration that provides insights into your current position in the competitive landscape. It offers an understanding of your standing in the market, discerning your competitors' strategies, and identifying potential blue oceans that are waiting to be explored. The horizontal axis of the strategy canvas encapsulates variety of factors that the industry competes on, while the vertical axis signifies the level of offerings that consumers receive across these critical competing elements. The strategy canvas is a practical tool that assists organizations to visualize their competition and identify areas where they can create uncontested market space. Through this tool, they can highlight the factors that they compete on, see how they compare to their competitors, and determine where opportunities for innovation and growth exist. The main objective of the strategy canvas is to help organizations identify the factors that really matter in their industry, and determine how they can differentiate themselves from their competition. Our journey of exploration then leads us to the 4 actions framework. This pivotal framework challenges the conventional strategic logic and business model of the industry. It compels organizations to question traditional ways of operating. The framework raises 4 quintessential questions. Which industry standard factors should be eliminated? What factors should be reduced below the prevalent industry standard? What factors should be amplified well above the industry standard? And finally, what novel factors should be created that the industry hasn't offered before? By posing these questions, businesses are encouraged to think outside the box, to break away from the competition and create their own blue ocean. Lastly, we encounter the Eliminate, Reduce, Raise, Create grid. This pushes organizations to simultaneously act on the 4 questions posed by the 4 actions framework. The grid prompts companies to discover how they can eliminate, reduce, raise, and create to form a new value curve. It's not just about thinking in an unconventional way, but also about implementing these innovative thoughts. These tools are more than just theoretical concepts, they are pragmatic frameworks that have been successfully employed by businesses globally. They assist companies in distinguishing themselves from their rivals, in constructing new market spaces, and in redefining the boundaries of their industry. They serve as the compass that navigates you away from the savage red waters of fierce competition, directing you towards the serene blue oceans. With these tools, companies can effectively chart their course towards uncontested market spaces. Chapter 3 presents 6 pathways to help companies break free from the competition and reconstruct market boundaries. The first pathway introduced is referred to as the industry perspective. This unique approach encourages businesses to defy the traditional limitations set by their respective industries, prompting them to explore prospects across alternative industries. This expansion of perspective paves the way for an in-depth exploration of different solutions and value propositions, which can then be adapted and applied to their own industries, revolutionizing their approach. Following this, we delve into the strategic group pathway. In this approach, the focus is on exploring strategic groups within industries. Although companies often restrict their focus to their direct competitors, this pathway encourages them to look beyond that. By examining across strategic groups, companies can discover previously untapped opportunities and potential markets, thereby diversifying their operations. Transitioning from that, we have the buyer group pathway. This approach encourages businesses to shift their gaze along the chain of buyers. By comprehending the needs and preferences of all types of consumers, including end users, influencers, and purchasers, companies can customize their offerings in a way that connects with a larger customer base. Next, we come across the scope of product or service pathway. Here, companies are guided to explore complementary product and service offerings. By identifying what customers value at different stages of their product or service usage, companies can build a more holistic value proposition, thereby enhancing customer satisfaction. The penultimate pathway is the functional emotional orientation. This unique approach urges businesses to examine functional or emotional appeal to buyers. Recognizing the emotional triggers of their customers allows companies to set themselves apart from their competitors in a truly impactful manner. The final pathway in this chapter is the time pathway. This encourages companies to look beyond the present across time. By predicting market trends and changes, businesses can position themselves in the vanguard, creating new market space. These 6 pathways challenge conventional strategic thinking by inspiring companies to look beyond their immediate competition and contemplate wider market dynamics. By adopting this outlook, businesses can expose new opportunities and create blue oceans of uncontested market space. By reconstructing market boundaries, companies can shift their focus from competitors to alternatives and non-customers. Chapter 4 emphasizes on reaching beyond existing demand. The core of the blue ocean strategy is the audacious pursuit of not just satisfying existing customers, but exploring uncharted market spaces and turning non-customers into your clientele. This chapter brings light the importance of transcending existing demand to unlock a new universe of possibilities. In the conventional business model, companies concentrate on serving their existing customers better. They strive to comprehend their needs and preferences and carefully design products or services to meet those expectations. However, the blue ocean strategy prompts a significant paradigm shift. It propels companies to venture into undiscovered realms, connect with non-customers, and create a demand that was previously non-existent. But the question is, how can companies make this transition? To the book, there are 3 groups of non-customers that can be targeted. The first is the soon-to-be non-customers, who linger on the periphery of your market about to defect. The second are the refusing non-customers, who deliberately reject your market. The last group is the unexplored non-customers, who inhabit markets far removed from yours. Through appreciating these categories, companies can adapt their strategies and create offerings that draw these non-customers. The secret here is to focus on the shared reasons that make these non-customers reject your industry's offerings, rather than their differences. This expands the company's horizon and empowers them to look beyond existing demand. This unconventional approach provides the impetus for the creation of blue oceans, unchallenged market spaces. It renders competition irrelevant, for the game rules are yet to be established. This strategy revolves around creating and seizing new demand and distancing from the competition. It's essential to understand that it's not about sharing the already diminishing pie, but about creating a larger one. It's about forging markets where there were none, markets that have the potential for exponential. In essence, reaching beyond existing demand is about capturing new demand and making the competition irrelevant. Chapter 5 tackles the key organizational hurdles that stand in the way of creating blue oceans. Firstly, cognitive hurdles often impede progress. They are mental blocks that limit our ability to think creatively. Overcoming these requires a shift in mindset and an openness to new ideas. The goal is to challenge the status quo and embrace the untested. Next, we encounter resource hurdles, which include financial constraints, manpower limitations, or lack of technology. Overcoming these is about resourcefulness and innovation. Even with limited resources, you can make a difference by reallocating them effectively and efficiently. Then we face motivational hurdles. Having a great strategy isn't enough. Your team must be motivated to execute it. Overcoming this hurdle involves creating an environment that values innovation. Instill a sense of ownership among your team members, reward their efforts, and encourage them to take risks. Finally, political hurdles can be challenging. They might be internal power struggles, key stakeholder resistance, or regulatory constraints. To overcome these, strong leadership is required, along with effective communication. It's about negotiating, managing conflicts, and keeping the focus on the big picture. These hurdles might seem insurmountable, but with determination and the right strategies, they can be overcome. It requires an organization-wide effort, but the payoff is worth the hard work. By overcoming these hurdles, you can execute a blue ocean strategy that sets you apart from your competitors. Blue oceans are uncontested market spaces ripe for growth, so tackling these hurdles is crucial. The key to overcoming these hurdles is to view them not as barriers but as challenges to be conquered. Each hurdle overcome is a step closer to creating your blue ocean. Overcoming these hurdles is critical for any organization looking to break free from the competition and create a blue ocean. Chapter 6 underlines the importance of building execution into strategy. In the vast ocean of business, it's not enough to simply set sail with a well-drawn plan. The real challenge lies in steering the ship, navigating the waves, and ensuring the crew works in harmony to reach the desired destination. This is where execution comes into play in our strategy. The Blue Ocean strategy emphasizes the need for companies to align their people, their processes, and their activities with their strategic goals. This alignment is what transforms a strategy from a mere idea into a tangible, symphony orchestra. Each musician is skilled and has a specific role to play, but without a conductor to guide them, to align their efforts, their music could become a cacophony rather than a symphony. The conductor in this analogy represents leadership. The role of leadership in executing strategy is paramount. Leaders are the conductors who orchestrate the various elements of a company to produce a harmonious performance. Leadership, in the context of the Blue Ocean strategy, is not about commanding and controlling, it's about fostering trust and cooperation. It's about guiding and nurturing, and enabling everyone to contribute to the best of their abilities. Just as a conductor needs a clear musical score, a leader needs a clear strategy. This strategy, however, should not be rigid. The Blue Ocean strategy encourages flexibility and adaptability. It urges leaders to be open to change and to adjust their course as necessary. This chapter also underscores the importance of having a feedback loop. A feedback loop allows for continuous learning and improvement. It provides an opportunity to assess the effectiveness of the strategy and to make necessary adjustments. In conclusion, execution into strategy is about ensuring that everyone in the company understands the strategy, is aligned with it, and is working together to achieve it. It's about leadership, trust, cooperation, flexibility, adaptability, and continuous improvement. A good strategy, no matter how well thought out, is useless without effective execution. Remember, a ship is only as good as its crew and the captain who leads them. As we conclude our discussion on Blue Ocean strategy, let's delve deeper into its key facets. This groundbreaking perspective has taught us transformative strategies and innovative thinking paradigms. Our journey began exploring the concept of creating blue oceans. It's not about conquering existing competitors, it's about making them irrelevant by crafting a distinctive, uncontested market space, a blue ocean. This is where the waters are crystal clear, and the potential is untapped, presenting opportunities that are ripe for exploitation. The essence of this approach isn't rooted in competitiveness, but rather in innovation and originality. Then we examined analytical tools and frameworks, the guiding light in the uncharted waters of our blue ocean voyage. These instruments are crucial in pinpointing our current position, setting our desired destination, and mapping out the most efficient path towards it. Tools like the Strategy Canvas, the 4 Actions Framework, and the Eliminate, Reduce, Raise, Create grid assist us in crafting our unique value curve, helping us differentiate our offerings in the market. In reconstructing market boundaries, we grasped the significance of challenging established industry norms. By exploring unconventional alternatives, looking beyond our immediate strategic groups and redefining the scope of the industry, we can unlock fresh demand and create a new realm of opportunities, thereby painting our blue ocean. Reaching beyond existing demand taught us an essential lesson: Focusing solely on existing customers is a limited view. The wider lens takes into account capturing new demand, venturing into untapped territories, engaging the non-customers. Understanding what causes potential consumers to hesitate and addressing these concerns can attract an entirely new demographic, broadening our market presence. Overcoming key organizational hurdles reminded us that implementing a blue ocean strategy is a voyage fraught with challenges. Cognitive, resource, motivational, and political obstacles can hinder our progress. However, by identifying these challenges and formulating strategies to surmount them, we can steer our organization in the direction of our blue ocean vision. In building execution into strategy, we underscored the importance of not merely devising a strategy, but ensuring its execution. The strategy's success lies in its dynamism, not in it being a static document. It necessitates involving every of the organization, fostering trust and commitment, and nurturing an environment that promotes execution. The blue ocean strategy is a game-changing perspective. It propels businesses to break free from the bloody competition of the red oceans and venture into the serene blue ones. It emphasizes innovation, value creation, and execution. It stresses not just surviving but thriving in the marketplace. Always remember that while the waters of a blue ocean strategy may be uncharted, they are not unattainable. With the right mindset, tools, and commitment, any business can plot a course towards their blue ocean. By grasping and applying these principles, businesses can successfully navigate the vast waters of their industry and create their own blue ocean. Some key points from the book Blue Ocean Strategy by Kim and Renée Mauborgne. 1. The Blue Ocean Strategy is a strategic planning model that encourages companies to look for new market space and ways to reinvent the industry, instead of engaging in cutthroat competition. 2. The goal of a Blue Ocean Strategy is for organizations to find and develop blue oceans, uncontested growing markets, and avoid red oceans, overdeveloped saturated markets. 3. The Blue Ocean Idea Index is part of the overarching strategy and lets companies test the commercial viability of ideas. 4. Some organizations that successfully captured a blue ocean market include Netflix, Cirque du Soleil, and Yellowtail Wine. Thank you for watching and sharing. By book summary by